What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Two Phones, back again. Nah, my bad. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Three Phones, back again with another informative video. All right, so this video is, I'm going to talk about my 1 week later with the Moto E5 Plus running on text now wireless. That's the carrier using Sprint's network, and also a bonus why I feel the Moto E5 Plus is the best low budget smartphone for Android users in 2018 or going into 2019 until we get more more budget phones out that can outspec the specs and quality and just everything in and out. All right, so here we are 1 week later. What have I learned about the E5 Plus? It stands behind its word when it says the 5,000 milliamp battery lasts over a day and a half. It stands by its word. I mean, the big battery in this phone is one of the key points of buying it. One of the key points to real users and consumers to this whole ecosystem of having a big battery in a smartphone. Now, the phone is a little on the heavy side because of the 5,000 milliamp battery in this device. All right. Not only that, but another selling point, the big display compared to the Moto G6. I would show you the S9, but that's what I'm recording with. Compared to the Nokia 6.1, the big display. Now, it does have fingerprint. It does have fingerprint in the back. And oh my goodness, Motorola, you did it for me. Motorola, for me, the fingerprint on the back did it for me, all right? It did it for me. I'm glad you guys decided to put it on the back. Man, it did it for me. Perfect. Perfect. That's all I got to say. Keep it up, Motorola. But the big screen, the big display, I mean, yes, it has one-handed gestures. You can do the one-handed thing, but I'm not into the one-handed. I don't even care about that, all right? That's me. I don't care about the one-handed motion. If you got little hands, you might care about it. This is why we're talking about this device. This is why I'm talking about the device. But for the display, it's a 720p. It's a 720p display. But hear me out. Hear me out. The perks of the 720p, it doesn't look 720p. Not like right out front. Like when you have it far away from distance, you can almost not even tell it from the Moto G6 or the Nokia 6.1 or even the S9, depending on how you scale the display. So it has a max Full HD Plus display that reads at 720p. I forgot about the PPI, but you could look up the specs online. It's not hard. So it really doesn't, I mean, unless you all the way up on like, oh, I see the pixels. I see the pixels. Okay. Whatever. You see the pixels. Good for you. But for an average consumer, I wouldn't say average, a normal consumer that don't know about all these different types of Android devices, yeah, you wouldn't tell the difference. For iPhone users, you probably wouldn't tell the difference. I'll give you the Donald Trump smugs. You probably wouldn't tell the difference, okay? But so this has Android 8.1. I mean, not 8.1, 8.0. No update yet. It's on October 1st. Security patch. While the Moto G6 is on November's. And I think the Moto G5 Plus is still at October 2. So no update yet from Motorola. But I've been getting updates from like TextNow and Google, stuff like that. So I'm all right with it. Now, how well is the Sprint service on this device? It's been good. Like right now, I'm in a den. I'm in a different room in a house. So I'm only getting 3 bars, but majority of the other locations in the house, I'm getting like 4 to 5. So here at my house, I'm getting 3 to 5 bars on Sprint's network with the Moto E5 Plus. There is no Wi-Fi calling But the Text Now app allows you to call and text over the Wi-Fi using the application. And this is another thing that a lot of people are dissing Text Now about. I don't have no clue why, but you can use the stock dollar on Android. You can use the stock dollar on the paid service. When I mean paid service, you're paying $10 to $40 a month with the Text Now wireless carrier service, okay? And this is exactly where I got the phone from. Brand new, came with the case, all the cables and chargers and everything like that. So this is legit. The Moto E5 Plus is legit. Also, infamous headphone jack is on deck. And like I always say, man, it's good to have wired headphones over the ear. I'm going to drop my Sony headphone review sometime this week. So be on the lookout for my Sony headphone review. And it sounds great on ear. It sounds great. Speaker quality on the Moto E5 Plus actually surprised me. As you can hear, it actually surprised me. The one speaker in front actually surprised me. Okay, if you're not in a not so loud environment, it is crisp, it's clear. You can hear your YouTube, your Hulu, your Tidal, your whatever you listening to. You can hear whatever movie you watching, you can hear, without even turning it up to the max. Okay, so that's how good and clear the Moto E Moto E earpiece speaker is up there at the front. One speaker now, not dual, but it's great. All right, I just want to let you all know it's great. I mean, for performance wise, I really haven't had any issues. I mean, it's just buttery smooth. For this to be a low budget Android smartphone in 2018, they've come a long way compared to back in the day, how they were so sluggish, how they were just freaking horrible. It was just, but I enjoy the beauty of a $100 smartphone, 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard storage, and I have a 256 gigabyte micro SD card inside of this phone. So even if I didn't have Sprint service or any type of service on this phone, and I downloaded all my music on my laptop, I have a ton of music. So no need for me to even really subscribe to any of these subscriptions. And that's what I'm talking about too in a minute. So I can download all my movies from all my Movies Anywhere account, Google Play. I got Google Play movies, things of that sort. So I can download all that to the SD card, and all my app data will go to the micro SD card. Now, a lot of people always talk about micro SD cards are slow. SD cards are slow. That's why people don't care about them. No, that is absolutely false. You would care about it if you get the high-end quality one, the one with the best performance, the best speeds possible, but that's equivalent and it will work properly with your smartphone device. Now, this device is only on Snapdragon 435. So once again, you got to do your research when it comes to these processors, speeds, and stuff like that. You can't always go by the numbers. So the 435 will allow you to have up to 350 megabytes per second download speeds and 150 upload. How many people in this United States are even seeing it? Like overall, how many people in the US are even seeing those type of speeds? Come on, please do your research. Once again, we all worried about freaking high speeds when the whole country can't even get it. Not even partial of the country. You gotta get a few big cities. Come on. I'm not in a big city, so I can't get mad or brag about my speeds. So this phone is capacity up to 350 megs down and 150 up. So you just got to do your research when it comes to download speeds, using SD cards, and cloud storage. Now, you already know I told you guys about, I got Microsoft OneDrive free for like 2 years, 100 gigs. Then I'm using the Google One service, $2 a month. All right. Come on, man. I'm done. Now, I'm going to talk about the phone plans. And this is going to blow you guys away. It's going to really blow you guys away. Now, once again, like I said, you can use the stock dial on the Text Now wireless service with the Sprint network. Of course, the LTE Plus, I don't think LTE Plus is on this phone. I gotta check that out. It should be, though. All Sprint phones should get LTE Plus. But that's besides the point. All right, so if you were using unlimited data on Text Now Wireless, which is running on Sprint or T-Mobile, but for this sake, we're going to say Sprint, $39.99 for 23 gigs, high-speed data. You can use mobile hotspot, and you got unlimited talking text. All right? Then once you use up to 23 gigs, whether you're using the mobile hotspot or just using your phone, you get 2G throttle. And I tested the 2G throttle. Actually, I was still able, like I said, I was still able to use YouTube. I was able to watch, YouTube videos, able to use Google Hangouts, all that stuff. So I was still using my messaging apps, watching YouTube, and I got FM radio. So even if the music buffered, I just use my Sony headphones, listen to Next Radio, or check out the and check out the Motorola FM app. So it varies on how you use your smartphone. It really does, and how much data you really need. Now, for that point, I've got the Hulu deal. All right, I got the Hulu deal where I can get Hulu for 99 cents a month for 1 year. So that's what I'm using for Hulu. Now, Tidal, I got the free trial for 30 days, and then it's $10 a month. And Amazon Prime, I got free because I was a student. I got free because I was a student. I used my student email, so I got it free 6 months. Now, let all that sink in. And even after the Amazon Prime Student Edition for free is over, it's $6.50. All right, so I still get the discount because I use my email. But okay, let's just look at that. The Sprint's Unlimited Plus plan, that's like $80. $80 a month, even included with all that stuff I just talked about. Right? You get the Amazon, you get the Tidal, you get the Hulu. All right? I'm on a $39, well, not necessarily, but I use the $39.99 plan. And even with those services, I'm still not spending $80 a month for a single line. Now, if you got a family plan or whatever like that, it's actually cheaper when you add. When you add 2 or 3 lines, $10 to $30 cheaper. So you just have to figure out what services you like, what services has what you want added to your plan, or make a separate plan and make it a bundle for yourself, and then put however much data you need on your plan. Because like I said, with that 256 gigabyte SD card and this Moto E5 Plus, I really ain't got nothing to worry about. I can just download when I'm on Wi-Fi, when I'm at my auntie's house, whoever. If I don't have Wi-Fi at the house, and I know they got good Wi-Fi, just go to somebody's house and download. All right? So just got to do your research. Once again, Sprint coverage is actually better in my area than T-Mobile and AT&T. Verizon, I don't care about. All right? But this is why I will pick the Moto E5 Plus. It's the key factors. $129 when you use the $20 discount code. I'll put a link in the description. $129. 5,000 milliamp battery, 6-inch display, HD plus. Yeah, those are like and the storage. 256, almost 300 gigs. Almost 300 gigabytes of storage. So these are the keys. All right. So, and of course, headphone jack. Can't forget about that. Charging, I don't know why on one YouTube video somebody said it took 5 hours. This does not take 5 hours to charge. It has Motorola's turbocharger. It takes about maybe 2 hours if you let it die. But if you charge it up to, let's say, you get down to like 10 to 15%. Charge it up. You ain't even got to charge it up to 100%. Just charge it up to where enough it'll last you to where you need to begin. And this is the device I would definitely take on a road trip. I would take the Moto E5 Plus on a road trip over the G6, over the Nokia because of the battery capacity and the screen. The battery capacity and the screen. Now, like I said, if Sprint is horrible, then I would switch over to the Nokia, which has AT&T and T-Mobile network bands. This is the real reason why I would pick Nokia, and the fact that it has Android 9.0 almost out the box. Out the box right now, you can get Android 9 with Nokia 6.1. 5.5 display, 1080p, USB-C, NFC, headphone jack, fingerprint on the back, which is a bad placement. That's why I picked the Moto E5. Now, for the G6, and like I said, I'm just going to tell you the reasons why I will pick the E5 Plus over most of these phones. The G6, to be honest, is just the best budget phone for using Google's wireless service, Google Fi, all right? It's one of the cheapest. No, it might be the cheapest, like $199, $149, give or take. You can use Sprint, US Cellular, T-Mobile, and then when you're on Wi-Fi, Google opens up the VPN for Google Open Wi-Fi automatic connection. And this is also a certified Android enterprise device. No, it's not on Pi yet. Like I said, it has I think October security patch. No, November. It has November security patch, 5.8-inch screen, 1080p, USB Type-C, dual cameras, like full dual cameras. It has Face ID. You got fingerprint in the front, and you got the gestures. So give or take, it really depends on your needs. But this is fully unlocked. You can use all the networks on a Moto G6. And okay, that's one reason I'll pick it. Now, they do sell a Moto E5 Plus fully unlocked with all the networks as well, but no Google Fi integration with it. But like I said, it depends on your coverage, depends on what carrier, what network you're on, whichever phone works. It's all got headphone jacks. This price is $179 right now. I think Best Buy selling it for $149. You could get this fully unlocked for probably the same price, $149. But you can go to certain carriers and get it for like maybe $100, maybe $100. But for, like I said, for the advantages and disadvantages, Moto E5 Plus has the bigger screen, 5,000 milliamp battery, great price, and the front-facing camera isn't that bad on it. It has an 8 megapixel flash. It has 8 megapixel flash on the camera. The rear is 12 megapixels. It does okay in daylight. It'll get you by in daylight. Now, I really haven't done any tests doing night mode, but it does okay during daylight. And once again, actually, I want to talk about gaming experience. All right, so the games I tested out were Subway Surfer, Nova Legacy, which is like a 3D shooter, Crossy Road, this new game called Brawl Stars, and Asphalt 8. All right, so these 5 games running on this device works great. Instagram works great. I done some testing with Snapchat, runs good. All right, so if you're into that Snapchat and Instagram game and you take a lot of selfies, ladies, the Moto E5 Plus will be a good choice. Even for kids, it'll still be a good choice. I mean, come on, $100. $100 smartphone that has a big battery, big screen, and it's not hard on the pockets. I mean, once again, you got to do your research. But for what I like it for. This is my budget phone of the year for 2018. Moto E5 Plus. The fingerprint is in the great spot. Good spot for me. Good spot. Right on. I'm not even reaching up there. I'm reaching right here. Right on. Good spot. And it's not that hard to open. Watch. I just put my finger on it. Just put my finger on it. It's not that hard to open. I actually like the Motorola widget. I know you really can't see it. But it's so easy to get to my calendar, get to my clock, and get to my calendar and my weather. And then not only that, you can see the battery life around the widget. So kudos to Motorola for that. But once again, it's all about what you want in a smartphone, what you need out of a smartphone, how much money you're willing to spend on a smartphone, and how much money you're willing to spend on a phone plan. All right? So for this, I must say, for Text Now Wireless, this is your best phone, best deal on the website. So Text Now, if you're watching this, you got to get us a better value. This is the best value on Text Now Wireless. Either running on Sprint's network, or if you get this phone unlocked in the store and you're using T-Mobile, it's still going to be the best value. And that's all I got to say, man. Hands down, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Nokia got great call quality. It really does on the T-Mobile and AT&T network. It really does. I like the design. I like it. It's no glass back. This is a glass back. I always got to keep the case on it because I dropped it one time and it was done. But luckily, I didn't spend too much money on this phone. Now, this doesn't have a glass back and it doesn't have an aluminum back. It's plastic. It's a plastic back. And it just gets the job done for your basic use, your basic needs. And one more disclaimer. I did a video chat with one of my homies. Shout out to Landis Visuals. We did a video chat using Google Duo. He has an iPhone. I have an Android phone. I kid you not. The video took off the whole screen. It was awesome. And yes, this has picture-in-picture mode. It has the dual screen. You can still put two apps in one, and it has picture-in-picture mode. So, I mean, all these phones do, all right? All the phones have picture-in-picture mode, dual screen mode, split windows, split app mode, however you want to call it. All right? So, it all depends on what you're looking for in a smartphone. And I got to say, with the Moto E5 Plus, it sucks that it's not a flagship. So I hope OEMs are taking notes from Motorola, Nokia, and I don't know, Blue maybe. When it comes to pricing, they skimped out on NFC. They skipped out on USB-C. I get it. But they made up for it in small places that most OEMs and flagship phones don't make it up at. So now Samsung and Huawei and all them are finally getting the hang of it. You're going to need a bigger battery on Android. You're going to need more RAM on Android. You're going to need more storage on Android. But when you think about, even when I got the SD card, that costed $59. $129 plus $59, you still under $200. Almost 300 gigs in this phone with 5,000 milliamp battery, 3 gigs of RAM. Now the RAM management, of course, it's a Snapdragon 435, so you can expect to reload. All right, you can expect to reload. But some apps just open back up without an issue. All right, you're gonna get that on any Android device. I haven't seen that on iPhone, so it depends on how many apps you want running in the background. It depends on how many apps you want on your phone. So with all that being said, it just depends. This is my real opinion to how I feel about Moto E5 Plus 1 week later, and that why I think it's the budget phone of 2018. And I still recommend the phone, even though it's almost a year old. I still recommend the phone. it gets the job done, man. Unfortunately, it gets the job done. Now, don't get me wrong. The Nokia gets the job done too. But you got preferences, man. You got choices. This is just a medium-sized phone. 5.5, 6 inches, and 5.7, 5.8. I think it's 5.7. But it all depends on what you want out of a phone, man. And to be honest, none of these phones costed over like maybe $250. Top $250 each. So give or take, depending on the carrier, the network, the service, the phone, the product. Whether you want a headphone jack or not, or you want a notch or not, hey, Moto E5 Plus, hands down, I'm done. Your boy 3 Phones gave you the full exclusive of why he picked the Moto E5 Plus over all the other phones he just talked about in the year. And would I pick it over the S9? See, that's another story. I'd put the low budget versus the flagship. That's another story. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am done. I'm done. All right, thanks for watching. Deuces.